when you get home, I will be there waiting for you.
Alright, that's enough of all this tomfoolery. We're here to play some Super Mario Bros.
That's right.
I hear we're gonna try not to die in Mario Bros.
Which is funny because it's what you normally do. But I'm gonna concentrate. My main goal is to not die.
Yes. Usually you start out trying not to die, and then you start fooling around and trying to do cool tricks.
I'm gonna try to not die.
You start trying to do pipe jumps and, you know, and it all falls apart. Things fall apart. Alright, let's do this. Mario Bros. I'm Mario.
Oh, you know, I was thinking, in this game, how you can only the first player can pause. On the Famicom, the second controller didn't even have start and select.
Oh,
so that must be why.
Yeah, you're right. I suppose we don't need to go for extra lives if we're gonna not be if we're gonna be not dying.
It's true.
Ooh, it feels good to be playing the NES version again.
Yeah.
This version looks and plays great.
Yeah, it feels better to play. It looks and feels better.
All right, I get to keep playing.
Yeah, you'll hopefully get to play until you win.
Yeah.
It's the plan.
Oh.
It's alright, it's not a race. Just don't die.
Oh, man.
Oh, you got screwed. Oh.
That did almost kill me.
It's okay if we die, it's just we're trying to get as little deaths as possible. It might not be 0. My best is 3 deaths, since I've been keeping track. But that was in the All-Stars version. So I think it'd be fun to do a competition where we all play Mario and try to beat the game while dying the least amount of times.
Sure.
Which is funny, again, because that's what you would normally do.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, when it's a competition...
And that's the rule, you do focus more on not dying.
Like, in a video game, your main goal is not to die, but in a competition, your main goal is to go fast, which involves not dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well.
I don't want to talk about that one. You die in the game, you die in real life. Is that like actually...
That was a movie.
What movie was it, though?
I don't remember what it was called.
Was it the movie that had Dexter in it? It was called, like... I know there was a movie called Slayers that had Dexter in it, and...
I don't think it's called Slayers.
So this movie, let me tell you, it was the worst movie I've ever seen. It was like society had advanced to a point where it was like a self-imposed Matrix in that, like, you could jack into the Matrix whenever you wanted, and you would be a character, and you would be in this virtual world, right?
Yeah.
Which sounds fine. There's just a second society in the virtual world. We might need a warm-up run first. We might have to play the game twice to not die.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so,
the strats are different in this version. So, and I didn't know if the Piranha Plant would spawn or not, and it didn't spawn, and I don't know, I just got screwed up. I was thinking too much about whether or not the third plant would spawn. Mm-hmm. Is what happened.
So, oh no! I might be explaining this movie wrong. Alright, here's what it came down to. It was something like, there was you could, poor people... Alright, so there was a video game you played where you were controlling a real person. And,
yeah.
And people who were, like, poor would basically have to get a job as being a person in these video games who would die if their player if their player killed them, you know?
It doesn't sound that stupid.
And the big game they
Like,
played...
I'm fine with this premise.
And the big game that they played was like a Call of Duty game called Slayers.
Yeah, like that's what the game would be.
Right.
It would be a first-person shooter.
Right.
Or third person,
for like
whatever.
the movie to work and stuff. It would of course be a shooting game. But then what it was something like it got so fucking stupid. It was about like the relationship between the player and the person.
Like they talk to each other?
I don't know if they did, but I just remember there being things about like this guy has an advantage because he's got the best guy and stuff.
But he's not controlling the guy?
But that's what I had a problem with, kind of.
Okay.
Was that it was like, but he's like controlling
I guess
the
his
guy.
stats are the best. He's got the best...
Maybe.
He's got the best health.
I guess that could have
But,
been
yeah.
something
But, like...
that.
So, the...
It's hard
You're still playing.
It's hard. Oh, right.
So the humans have no control of their bodies? I guess.
I guess.
Like...
I don't really
If I was writing
remember.
this movie, I just wouldn't try to explain it. I'd just say, whatever. Like, no, the humans have no control of their bodies. The gamer is controlling everything.
Right, and that's
how do you explain it? I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Right.
Cause who cares?
Right. That's the premise of the movie.
If you're buying the premise, then that's fine. Like, who's gonna be like, well, that didn't make any sense. I don't like this now.
Right, like, I don't need an audio log in Super Mario Bros. To explain why Mario never has to take a breath underwater, you know?
Right.
Like, it's fine. Sword Art Online. I'm interested in Sword Art Online because I really like the artwork.
What is it, a game?
It's a anime. It's an anime show. That's right, I'm still playing. I forgot again.
So think about Mario's legs look weird in this game. Like when he jumps, they're like straight forward, straight back. Like he's doing the splits in the air. And like his legs are very short when he's jumping.
His front leg also kind of bends backwards.
You know, I can't stop looking at it. So why are there so many follows now? You have the inside scoop?
Yeah, so apparently Twitch made an update to the mobile app where when somebody signs up for an account, Twitch says, hey, put in a couple games that you like. And then they do that, and then it goes, okay, we've randomly, or whoever's the top streamer or something like that, we've followed 3 people for you. Check them out!
Oh.
And so because of that, we just get a follow, even though the person's not in the channel, and might actually never come to it. You know?
That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's not like negative. It's just
I don't like it.
I mean, it's not hurting.
No.
It's just why? It's just Why is it doing that?
I don't know why that plant doesn't spawn. And I'm always afraid it will. I always get hit by one of those Goombas. I was trying to like adjust my strat so I don't have to run down there because I always get hit by those Goombas. I think you can jump on them instead of...
I think you're shooting the 3rd fireball too
late.
early and it's bouncing over the Goomba.
Oh, I think I don't shoot fast enough.
Oh, it might be that.
I go like boom, I like do it lazily or something. When that Koopa's not going to the right, I don't know what to do. But he like almost always is. Whoop! Oh, only 2 Goombas. Ooh. 2 Goombas didn't spawn.
You die, you loose.
Yeah, a close-up picture of someone's face, no one knows.
We become loose.
That's like a popular emote to have.
What up, Mega?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, that's a pretty good idea. Right now, we're trying to not die in Mario Bros.
We've both already died. I died in 1, 2.
We're probably gonna have to play the game again to actually not die.
We normally don't worry as much about not dying.
Because it's fun to go fast, but going fast occasionally gets you to die.
So one of those is SRB Flash, and one of them is Dash?
Yes. Because the person who made them either made a mistake, or, like, tried to make a joke for the second one when they didn't do it for the first one. I don't know, man. I died in 3-4. I'm used to All-Stars.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, now I'm at this checkpoint that's awful.
Oh, is our emote accepted yet? Oh my gosh.
How do you know if it is?
Well, it would show up in here as an emote that we can use.
Oh.
Well, because we're automatically subscribed to ourselves as Super Retro Bros. The account Super Retro Bros has access to its own emotes. Or do you not know about the emote menu?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. Because it would be in there.
Oop, oh, it stopped. I do know about it. I know very much about it. Ooh.
Well, I think he made... Oh, no, you're right. He did make the Flash one first.
Right.
Right, so he made Flash, and then I guess forgot that he did the joke, and then made Dash. And the funny thing is, he would be able to change it if everybody else didn't immediately add it to their channels. But in Frankerfaces, once your emote is in somebody else's channel, you can no longer delete it or make changes to it.
What?
Yeah. So I cannot delete the bonk emote because somebody else uses it.
Wow. That's strange.
I can remove it from our channel, but it'll still be in Frankerfaces.
Who's Franker? A dog?
I don't know.
A dog man? A
But
dog boy?
Frankerfaces really likes that dog emote. Of this dumb dog. In fact,
I know. Dumbass dog.
do you know that the Frankerfaces logo is just the dog upside down?
I didn't know what Franker Face had a logo.
Oh, it's this thing.
Oh.
It's just that dumb dog with the big ears upside down. I liked Frankerfaces a little bit less when I found that out. What are you talking about?
Whoa, there's
Shopman
like-
is gone.
There was like no...
Oh my gosh! Apparently, oh 5-2 fuck you got accepted.
What?
5-2 fuck you.
That's funny. You might have to use that.
Yeah. Okay, apparently, I apologize that this seems to happen a lot, but apparently what I just told you about not being able to delete emotes once they're in somebody else's channel is bullshit. Because ShopMad is gone.
Good. Well, not good ShopMad's gone, but good that you can delete them.
If you guys don't know what 5-2 fuck you means, you'll know soon enough.
One of us will get to 5-2. Nah, I'm small and 2-2.
I gotta let Rupert know about this emote. I'm sure he'll like it.
5-2, fuck you.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We're getting a lot of horizontal bars.
I'm
I think it's because of, I think just, you know, I think the SCART cable isn't all that. And fucking Voltar said a long time ago that he was going to start making his own RGB SCART cables. And I haven't seen them yet. I want to know.
yeah.
I would like to use his. Have you noticed that you go in front of the railing in this one, but you go behind it in All-Stars?
No. No, I have not.
Gat, gat, gat.
Did Fatal Frame play Sure Hazered?
He
Fatal
must
Frame,
have.
right? Fatal Frame. It's a video game.
I have it. I think that's one of the series that we have 2 of each one of. Because, like, I had it and Nicole had it. So we have 2 copies of each Fatal Frame.
I didn't do the trick because I'm trying not to die.
2 copies of a bunch of the Shin Megami Tenseis. And then 3 Odin Spheres? I forgot why there's a 3rd Odin Sphere.
Gumby over there. Oh, now I can't do this level fast, though. Ah, I don't like getting it in 2-4. Just get out of my way. I hate you, too.
Oh, right, you're small. I don't know if you guys know about small fire. You probably do it at this point. You gotta know about small fire by now.
Yeah, and now you can,
But in case you don't,
Oh!
Flex is now small with firepower.
Pretty great.
Okay.
I hate those Koops.
Now he's small, but his character model is big. But he's small.
I hate those Koopas. They're so hard to... I don't know where to shoot the fireball from.
Especially when your fireball, like, comes out above your actual
yeah,
character.
I don't really look where the character is, though. I guess I do.
So when he collects this mushroom, he will become small. Even though he's big, his model became small.
Well, I still can't break blocks now. So when you have small fire, you actually can't break blocks.
Right.
But you don't really need to. I could jump over that. And there's like no Goombas there for some reason. I mean, there's 2 and 2 instead of 3 and 3. Three. Okay, so there's fire like right away in here. And I'm small, so I won't have to duck here. Ooh.
Mega, I haven't seen you on stream in a few days. Are you still playing Attack on Titan?
Ooh. He like shot up there.
I got a caribou coffee today.
Shh. I don't know why I went for that. You just want to flow so much.
I feel bad for other states.
Oh my god, you just want to flow so much. You can't.
Other states that don't have caribou coffees.
Now I can't do the cool trick.
Oh, okay.
I always do that. Stupid. You're stupid. My stairs have been all bad.
You know how, well, it relates to this. What does Ford stand for? Ford Motors.
Fix it again, Tony. Found on road dead.
Found on road dead. I've seen people joke that NTSC, the video standard for North America, stands for never the same color.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know what's gonna spawn.
I think you're ahead of me. Oh yeah, I died in 3-4.
I haven't gotten any good stair climbs yet. I think I did that one time in 1-2 like a fool. I usually don't start dying until 5-3. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Oh, you jumped under the question block.
I know, it scared me.
Fix it again, Tony.
You're thinking of Fiat, Dale. Dale?
It wasn't Bill that said it?
No, it was Dale.
Okay. Have they made, like, Blu-rays or something? Okay, here's the thing. I want to purchase The Simpsons. I want the first, like, at least the first 10 seasons.
I can't believe that!
I want the first, like, 10 or 15 seasons of The Simpsons, you know? But I can't find, like, a single nice package of it.
Yeah.
Or even a series, because they've been released, like, so many times in different ways.
I don't think this still has any power-ups. Unless they're, like, hidden.
And then there's Simpsons World, but I can't access it because Comcast won't let me. Because for some reason, do you know about Simpsons World?
No.
There's a website. It's simpsonsworld.com. It's got all the episodes. You can stream all the episodes. However, you cannot.
Wait. Yeah. I don't know if it's power.
You have to be like a member, you know, to just watch episodes. You can, without being a member, you can watch like clips and that kind of stuff, but you can't just watch episodes.
Yeah.
But it's got all the episodes. It's got commentary for the episodes and everything.
Wow.
But you have to be a member, and you cannot just pay for it. You can't just sign up and pay money. Instead, you can only be a member through your cable company.
I like turned the hammer with my body.
So
get out of here.
You have to like have cable and have a certain cable package so that you can like log in with your provider. And
no!
It's so dumb.
5-2's hard.
I need to like.
How do you have one guy? Oh, because you start out with like no guys in this version.
Oh.
And we're not getting any guys. Oh,
Yeah.
that was so risky.
I know, 3. It's so hard to get.
You can
out
get a
of
life right there if you got those 2 coins.
Oh yeah. It's so hard to get out of the habit of like, oh yeah, it's 3-4. You just go under all the potaboos.
Yeah. This one is waiting for you.
Come on. Come on, man. Not quite.
Hey, I'm just playing some Mega Man. What do you mean lifting weights won't make you stronger? What? I never said that! It's like, why would you say that? I couldn't get past those damn bros. That's like the worst checkpoint in the game, too. Because it like puts you right by the shitty bros.
Yeah. With the power-ups behind them.
Okay, 5-3. This level, it can be really easy or really hard. Oh, I quit moving. Oh, no. I might die right here. Oh, never mind.
So...
Nope. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh.
Ed said something on Reddit about eugenics. It sounds like if he goes back to work, or when he goes back to work on the game, it might be programmed by Tyler instead.
Oh, really? Do you have a falling out?
I don't know. It probably not, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, because like Tommy was working on that, and I think Super Meat Boy Forever was him also. And, like, both of those are just, like, disappeared. Super Meat Boy Forever, especially, like, disappeared.
Oh, now I can't even do the trick. Oh. I always forget there's a fire bar there, the next time.
I'm in great danger of game overing.
Oh yeah, you jumped down the pit.
Yeah, because I was laughing. I was laughing about lifting weights won't make you stronger. Oh. You know, I'm thinking too much about getting the coins. I might need them. It's like, it's too risky to get that power up right now. He's throwing too many spinies.
It's okay, it's our warm-up. I don't know if I want this anymore.
You went to Wendy's, what'd you get?
They have a new, like, queso bacon burger. It's like, it has, like, queso, cheese, and salsa.
Oh, gross.
It was really good. It was really good.
I like a little bit of queso sauce on, like, a Taco Bell quesadilla, but I don't want it on a burger.
I do. It was very good. When you hit the vine, it makes the third plant not spawn. That's why people always hit it.
Oh, weird.
I thought it was for flavor.
It looks cool, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it despawns that plant.
Okay. I went to Taco Bell to get some chicken chips. They didn't have them anymore.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I haven't seen those ads. Now it's like these really annoying ads for watermelon lemonade with these two idiots. And it's just like painfully obvious product placement for 7-Eleven all over the place. And like,
Oh, so it's not a Taco Bell ad.
will you swing by 7-Eleven and pick me up some blah, blah, blah? He's like, oh yeah, I was gonna go there anyway.
Oh, shit.
It's like, oh yeah, because you guys are fucking 7-Eleven all the time. They're buttholes. I don't know who they are, but they're real buttholes.
Okay, when I was younger, there was a 7-Eleven commercial that really bugged me because they were like, come to 7-Eleven and get this kind of thing and get this other thing and get this thing, and then he goes, and a nice Coke Coke. Like, it was just one of the things, you know? But when he said that, he was filling it was Pepsi?
Oh yeah, really?
Yes. I very clearly remember this, and I'm sorry if this is a false memory, but I very clearly remember this. And a nice cold Coke! And he's filling the thing up from the fountain with Pepsi. And it bugged me so bad. But now I realize that maybe the guy was just from the South.
Yeah.
You still wouldn't think that that would be written into a commercial, though, you know?
Yeah. Is it really ice cold though? Wouldn't it be frozen then? And is 32 degrees, is that when it's frozen or is that when it melts? I think 32 degrees is frozen.
It's one of the great questions of science.
But 32.000001 would be melting.
It depends on which one it was. That's what I always hear is like, it depends on what it was before. But it's like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's either above 32 or it's 32 or less.
Like, I get...
Is there a cat in here? Is that your stomach?
That was my throat, actually.
Oh.
It made a weird sound.
It farted.
It made a little... I meowed a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, 5-2. Fuck that.
It tried to do it.
It tried to get... Ooh. I forgot you can do the move in this game.
In this one, it, like, always works. In All-Stars, it works 90% of the time. I even adjusted a little bit. I started releasing A.
I have a new strat for this level.
Oh,
I stole it from Mr. Cab.
I very daintily pressed A so much that I didn't jump. I wasn't sure if I was gonna land on that step or not.
What was I gonna say?
Oh no! We're We're on NES now. It's slightly different. There we go. There's too many. There were extra pixels on the left side. Woo!
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Supersonic, he was in the Warpless All-Stars race, but he never plays All-Stars. So it's really interesting to watch him play All-Stars, and he jumped into the Piranha Plant like 3 times in a row in 8-3. And then, in 8-4, he just jumped at the Hammer Bro, and it killed it. And I'm like, you are so, it was his last guy.
Oh.
Like, you're so lucky that worked, because that does not work in this version all the time.
Yeah.
Like it does in NES. But it killed it. I'm like, oh man, you're so lucky that worked.
Potable! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
5-4 is a hard castle.
It's got that fucked beginning.
That's where I died. Because I forgot there's a fire bar there, and my
Oh my god, Potaboo, please.
my 2-4 strat is to jump on that, which maybe shouldn't be my strat if you can't do it in this level all the time.
There's a pizza delivery place around here called Pizza Man.
Yeah, I've heard of Pizza Man.
Pretty good.
Oh, your game over.
I didn't jump. I tried to jump, but I didn't.
Yeah, it looked like a place where you'd want to jump. I think I'm on my last Luigi too. I mean, I gotta be.
Like, he couldn't have seen that and thought that I shouldn't jump.
No, you tried. It looked like you tried to jump.
Definitely isn't what happened. I definitely knew I had to jump there.
Oh, that's not gonna. I hate that.
What up, Rocket Science?
Oh no, you killed me, Rocket Science.
We're just
you killed me.
We're just dying in Mario Bros. Is all that's going on. Man, we really did ourselves a disservice confusing ourselves with this All-Stars nonsense.
Yeah.
I think we should just submit our All-Stars PBs and move on to this version. It's not worth it.
I only need to shave off 1 minute and 7 seconds.
It's not.
If I have a deathless run, I'll totally PB.
It's not worth it.
I mean, if I have a deathless run, I'll totally get sub 23.
Yeah.
I like the All-Stars version. I don't like it as much as this one.
Well, I like the All-Stars version, but then when I play this one and I start screwing up because I'm so used to All-Stars, I don't like that. I don't like that feeling.
You know, it's faster to go underneath. What
I
if...
didn't want to deal with the Goombas.
That's true. I noticed that Rupert duck jumps on them, which is, I think I'm gonna start doing because every once in a while you land between them and get hit, and it's very frustrating. What if
We're trying to not die, so I decided I didn't even want to enter their path.
what if Dio Nakamura had back knee, really bad, and he walked in and took off his shirt, and then Sajiro was like, "Oh, you're back." Back knee.
Oh, you're back.
It happens to everyone at some point. It's a place that
And then the next
gathers acne.
Then the next time that they're at the hideout in the attic, talking about the mission, Sojiro comes up and he's like, "Dio, I'm going to the grocery store. I'll be sure to pick up some cream for your back knee." And then he's like, "Oh, get something for the giant wart on my ass too."
Yeah. That's funny. He had 2 afflictions.
Because you'd think that he would be embarrassed. The joke
Right.
started out that it would be
Like
embarrassing to him.
yeah, he'd be embarrassed about.
But I got you.
Like, what if someone was like, they had the girl they like over and they were studying, and then their mom came up and was like, putting the laundry away. She's like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Larry, but I couldn't get the piss stain out of your underwear." That'd be like the most embarrassing thing.
Mm-hmm. But then what if he turned
Or
and he's
is
like,
it-
"Oh, but did you get the poop stains out?"
And she flips it around and goes, "No." You know what? I thought of a really funny thing in Adam Sandler the other day. And I just thought of another funny thing in Adam Sandler. In Waterboy, which like, that's a sheet over there. And there's like that piss stain sheet on the clothesline. That's so funny.
Well, what was the joke again? I don't.
That, like, she's trying to make him sound unappealing because she doesn't want him to date Vicky Valentine.
Oh,
but she's saying, like, man, I'm
right.
supposed to have stinker, baby.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about his little bedtime problem? That's a sheet over there.
Right.
Just, like, full of piss. Also, there's a funny thing in Deuce... Oh, I know what it is. There's a line in Deuce Bigalow. Have you ever seen that? Okay, well, don't. But, there's a line in it where they're talking about how, like, tough and scary this guy is. And, like, Eddie Griffin is talking about how scary this guy is, and he goes, one time, I dropped a cigar ash on his rug, and he made me pick it up with my anus.
Uh-huh.
No laugh! That's hilarious! He made me pick it up with my anus! Imagine him picking up a cigar ash with his anus!
I really want to get this power up.
It's so funny.
Fucking...
Eddie Griffin is really funny in
I
that
almost
movie.
got it that time. This is a power-up, right?
Yes.
Fucking... Ugh!
What if you try to duck?
I'm trying to incorporate a duck jump.
I don't know if you can get this. You, like, moved the screen too far. I'm
I
trying to think if there's
know.
any, like, cheese tactic you can even do.
I'm having trouble duck jumping also. Ugh. Alright, fine.
You really want that for 2-2.
Right, the piss stains don't matter. It's going in the hamper anyway.
Also in Deuce Bigalow. Man, maybe Deuce Bigalow is kind of funny. The Eddie Griffin scenes are funny.
It's with Rob
He's
Schneider,
like,
right?
he's like in his flow crib, where it's like a houseboat, but like there's like a problem where there's like water up to their knees. So they're in the bathroom and like the water is like up to the toilet seat. Like the toilet seat is like at the same level as the water. He's like, put that toilet seat up. I don't want anyone pissing on my toilet seat. But it's like under the water. I guess that one is visual. You have to see that one.
That's with Rob Schneider, right?
Yeah. The second one is very bad. But it has that funny pissing in my toilet
Is that
seat
what...
line.
Okay, what is the Electric Boogaloo thing from?
Electric Boogaloo is a movie.
Okay. And is it a sequel?
It's a sequel to Breakin'.
Got it.
There's a movie called Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay.
Where
Why is that like a meme? Like
it's a stupid
joke?
movie. It's like one of those dumb movies where like the mean new mayor or whatever is trying to tear down the convention center, and they've got to rally together and save enough money to save it.
Sure.
The teen center. We gotta save the teen center.
People always make a joke about Mario Bros. 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh.
Well, not Mario, but I hear it all the time where whenever somebody makes a joke sequel, it's always something to Electric Boogaloo.
There's Breakin' 2, Electric
I
Boogaloo.
hear it all the time.
Not break in, like breaking.
Yeah.
Breaking. We're breaking.
Yeah. That's what I imagine.
Alright.
You inflected it correctly to...
Yeah. I've never actually seen Breakin' or Breakin' 2.
Do you remember the Jackass thing where they're dressed up in all black like burglars, and they bust into the corporate building from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Like they botched their robbery?
Yeah, and like that guy just starts running out. Yeah.
That is so funny. Yeah, the one guy just takes off.
Yeah, that is fun. That was funny.
And they catch up to him and like
I
ask
wonder
him
if Brennan
about it.
DiCamillo was one of them. I think Bam Margera was one of them.
I feel like
You would have to have him.
I feel like that was something.
Do you remember
that
CKY3 where they slap Brab in the face to wake him up and then Brennan DiCamillo just farts in his face as soon as he wakes up? That's so funny. And
And they're like crying,
He's crying, yeah.
laughing. Yeah.
he goes, I can smell it. I remember downloading CKY1 on dial-up internet, or like trying to download it all night, and then only getting like 5 minutes of it. And just watching the first 5 minutes over and over.
Funny. I got CKY1 because Victor had it, and I like recorded his DVD
Oh, yeah.
or something. But like a bunch of the audio was really bad in it or something. I don't know if that was just how it was or if.
Yeah.
Cause like there's the part where like he's in the place, and do you remember the part where Bam Margera goes up to somebody and asks, "Do you know where shit is?"
Yeah.
Like you could barely hear that part, and I don't know if it was just like a bad recording, like the VHS, or if just I could imagine just the audio being bad on that part.
I think I've only seen CKY 2K one time.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
That's the one where Brandon DiCamillo rubs shit in Ryan Dunn's face when he's sleeping. He rubs shit on his face. And it's funny because Ryan Dunn is so pissed. And like Bam is trying to calm him down, and he's like, "Why don't you just put jelly on him?" And that's what he says. And then it just makes Ryan Dunn like even more mad. He's like, "He put shit on my face. You're talking about jelly?" Like just.
That reminds me of.
I'm gonna drop a fucking brick on his head.
That reminds me.
And then he just full bladder pisses in his face, and he's like waking up from it and like opening his mouth and stuff like into the stream, like he's because he's not waking him up fully yet. It's so
like
funny, but like it's so not as bad. He put it in his ear and like rubbed it across his face. It's like it's so much worse than getting pissed on.
Do you remember in CKY3 when Bam just goes into his parents and just starts peeing in his dad's face?
Yeah, you know, I thought that was really funny, but thinking about it now, it doesn't seem that funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's funny how easygoing the parents are.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, Bam, stop.
Bam.
Stop.
What are you doing? This is getting out of control."
Yeah. He's like, "Ah, here's a Ferrari."
It's funny because it's just like, what's the worst thing you can think of to do to somebody? And it's like, he doesn't. I don't know. It's just, it's so out of the question for like a prank. Because it's so bad to do. Without being like violent, you know?
Oh man, those were that's the best thing.
Oh, they turned around.
Double. For like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
That was just the best thing you could ever watch.
Oh, that feels great. I wasn't sure if you could buffer a fireball. I'm sure you can.
You probably can. You probably can just because it does it at the beginning of every level.
You always thought it was really stupid. I mean,
I keep thinking about it now.
Mega, you're a little older than us, right? Like,
I'm 30, so.
When I first saw CKY, you know, I was 13 or something, you know, like, not even.
It's just what's funnier than someone walking up to a restaurant, pressing their ass against the window, and just shitting on the window.
With someone right behind the window.
Eating! They're eating!
Eating right behind the window.
An elderly couple eating.
And he presses his butt cheeks against the window and shits.
Do you remember in Jackass where Johnny Knoxville goes to the restaurant and with the dog shit and orders a vegetarian soup and puts the turd in it and says that there's
meat in it?
Yeah. I didn't want any. Oh, it doesn't work. And they say it's a bean. They tell him it's a bean.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, what is that, some kind of steamer bean? Hey, Evad, what's up? Some kind of steamer bean?
I do still think that Jackass is funny. Like, I don't think that CKY would be nearly as funny now as I
think it'd be funnier. But I might be kind of bored of the skateboarding, especially Bam Margera's skateboarding.
Yeah. But the point is, though, I do still think that Jackass is funny. Cause the stunts are so much better thought out in Jackass. Like when he's tight roping over the alligators.
What's gonna happen?
Or with the meat hanging out of his underwear, that kind of stuff is so funny. Cause it's so dangerous!
I know. That's the hardest I've ever laughed at a movie. When I saw Jackass in theaters. It was just like, you couldn't breathe for the whole movie. Something also about watching Jackass in a theater.
Yeah.
What made it funnier.
Yeah.
That you're like in a theater and there's a bunch of other people watching it too. But oh my god.
Evad, you'll appreciate this. Check out my new emote that I made. Feel free to add it to your channel.
I'm afraid of that Koopa now. I can't jump off nothing. Who's that, Jabali?
I think so.
So what's his deal? He's a guy that organizes gaming tournaments and then wins them?
I don't know.
That's like the joke?
Maybe.
That he sets up tournaments that he will likely win? Who cares?
I guess I don't know. If that's the case, then it's kind of funny that people say you got jabaited. Because you got baited into this tournament that you're not going to win.
His box is so weird, because like when it flips.
And then like his character in Dive Kick, every time he wins, his head gets bigger.
Yeah, right.
Man, there was this time that I played Dive Kick with Tony. Were you there? When Tony, who had never played the game before, picked Jabali.
And just kicked your ass?
And
no,
kicked the shit out of me. I could not touch him. Because he picked Jabali, and I was like, dude, I was like, Jabali's weird. Like, you're not gonna get it. He's like a weird character that controls weirdly. And Tony just kicked the shit out of me with him. It was, oh man.
Ooh.
He got the fraud detection, which means he got flawless victory. I really like Dive Kick, but every time I've tried to play it online, I just can't find an opponent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like just nobody plays it. It's sad. Maybe if you streamed it, you could find people in the Twitch chat who would want to, like, hook up, you know?
Yeah.
That's probably a thing. But nobody is sitting in the Dive Kick lobby looking for an opponent. Instead, you would have to either have a stream so that somebody who did like Dive Kick would watch it.
Oh, no!
Or somebody who regularly watches you might see it and be like, oh, I have that game, I guess. I'll boot it up and we'll play.
Yeah. This is my deathless run. It's not a speed run, but it will be deathless. I'm like not hitting any of these. I'm like trying to hit them if they jump off the end, but I like missed all of them by like a tiny bit. Pew pew pew. Ah. Didn't go very high.
It looked like he tried to do that. Wait, what level did I get to? Oh, I died! Shit!
I have big hitbox.
Yeah, that's rough. Big hitbox, but you'll die if you get touched.
Yeah. And I'm in 3-1 pseudo small again. What did I get? Oh, that's I thought I didn't have to wait for the Potaboo. Might have something to do with All Stars.
Do you remember in Jackass when...
Oh, no.
I don't know the guy's name because he's only in like a couple things that I remember, but he has his penis wrapped up in like a thing, and he puts it in the snake cage?
Yeah.
And gets the snake to bite his penis?
Yeah, it was Chris Pontius. That was in Jackass 2.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got him that time. I'm like, I don't commit to it because I'm afraid that I won't hit the coop.
Like, just the idea to set up
And he laughs when it bites his penis.
Yeah,
he laughs
he's
about
laughing really hard.
it. Yeah, that's party boy.
Like, let's set up a stunt where we put your penis in a snake cage and get the snake to bite your penis.
It's like dressed up like a mouse.
And like, the snake bites you, you can't pull it out because you'll just tear it out of the snake teeth, you know, and that'll be worse. So you have to just keep your penis in the hole with the snake biting it.
That was a weird Goomba setup. It was 1 and then 3 instead of 2 and 2 or 3 and 3 or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do that stunt. You can cancel the flag noise. I guess you have to do like the right frame or something. It's like easy with the pipe when you go into the pipe in 1-2, but not the old flag. Old swampy.
Do you think the NES is able to rotate sprites 90 degrees? Or do you think it's 4 different sprites if something spins?
I don't know. You can definitely do up and down.
Oh. Well, is it rotated? No, it's flipped, isn't it? In the Mario 3
No, I'm talking about
thing?
No, like when you kill Bowser, he goes upside down. The last Bowser, or like the Potaboos do it. I should have done the cool thing. Let me get hit in this level. I was trying to land on the back lips, but I'm so bad at it, it didn't even look like I was doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to despawn the plant. See if I can do it.
What was the game that they played
No, I'm not gonna.
in Jackass where they sat in a circle with their feet together and lobbed a ball
It was like
at each
nut
other?
ball. I think they just call it nut ball.
Just lobbed a ball at each other's crotches. They had to lob it.
Ooh, that 4-2 is rough. Yeah, who gets to get annihilated by the bone? And they had that dog bone at the end. And they put like Aaron's name. It was all Aaron. Because it's like who has to go against Steve-O in the bone.
What level did I die in?
Oh. This level's got no power up. I don't know if 5-1. I always say that too. I don't know if 5-1 has a power up.
Doesn't work. It does not work when you're small.
No, I just didn't jump on the right frame.
4-2.
Oh, you're not that far back.
I just don't remember this being the level I died in. Wait a minute. Yeah.
So I won't get deathless. I died in 4-4. In a dumb ass way. See, that's the thing. I'm not committing to the, like, I'm trying not to die, but I'm not, like, compromise, I like, won't compromise the strats. Which is stupid. I'm like, no, if you bonk, you don't have to slow down at all. But you can just slow down and not die.
Because, like, if you bonk, you don't have to slow down, but it introduces a short window that you have to jump without dying.
Right. Exactly. I always forget this level, how to do it, how I do it.
Yeah.
You, like, I remember now. You, like, don't skip any girders at the beginning. Ooh, nice. That's how it's done. That's how you do it.
Oh!
I thought, when Andrew G was running this, I thought he was gonna do that because this level's called Clip It Good on his splits.
Oh.
But he didn't go for it. I'm like, is he seriously gonna do that?
Oh, jeez.
They're in his world record warpless run, that's what I was watching. Where he's wearing that stupid penguin hat, or whatever it is, and then, like, halfway through the run he goes, I just realized, if this is the world record, I'm gonna have this thing on my head. And then he got world record.
There he goes.
Welcome to the stream. Get some vitamin dash and vitamin flex. We've been approved for human consumption by the FDA.
Not only approved for consumption, but we're vitamins?
Yeah, we're vital. We're vital to your health. Careful for 5-2.
Oh! I missed him. It wasn't deadly.
I know, look out for the...
That's right. No, I found out that, you don't... If I jump on, like, the last pixel of the jump to them, you go past them. Sometimes.
It's like the hammer... In this game... The Hammer Bro jump in 8-4, if you jump on the very first pixel you land, you don't kill him. It's like you need to not jump on the first pixel.
Thanks, Ebad. Yeah.
I had small fire till I died, and now I don't know if I will. I probably will. But I can't in 4-4. Because there's no power up in 4-4. I had small fire from 2-1 all the way to 4-4 until I died.
That's right. The second Guru doesn't spawn.
Well, I think the Bills make it despawn. It has to be the Bills. You think? I mean...
It's probably...
It always happens in 5-3. I think the Bills... And there were two Bills on...
Doesn't it happen in the other level?
I don't know. I haven't taken note, but there were two Bills on screen when you just died. Well, this Bowser sucks. Sometimes I don't even fire kill him when they have firepower.
Same.
It's because he's such a...
My strat is to go behind him to shoot him.
Yeah. I still want to go for only one death.
Oh yeah, I've died twice now. I don't remember how I died.
Just died. There's a 5 sprite limit.
Oh yeah, I died on 5-3, right.
And the coins are sprites too? No, the coins
No,
can't be sprites.
They're not.
They're part of the background probably or something weird. We were talking about that earlier. I mean, there's no way they're a coin. I'm not gonna be able to get fire for this part, so I'm gonna have to do the Darbian.
Your Final Fantasy 3 is in Canada. Nice. But it made it to Canada? That's sweet.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Coins. There's no way coins are sprites because there'll be like 10 coins on screen at once.
Oh, I got my streaming PC all together. I got Windows installed on it. It's just so I was just installing drivers. Right now what I need to do is
don't go for the swag trick. You can't do it. I've never gotten it. Like the fast grab in this level, I can't do it.
Right now I just gotta spend like 3 hours running Windows Update. Oh yeah? Weird.
We were talking about that's why coins probably. Well, I guess they don't need the coins to spin, but if they're part of the background, they couldn't spin.
Right, like they just have a color palette change that animates them, not actually changing the look of them.
Oh god.
The pixels. Okay, there's a word that we need.
Fucking dog.
There's a new word that we need in the English language.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't die there, because I don't know if I would count that.
So right now, we are looking at an image that has been blown up from 240 by 256. 256 by 240, whichever one. So when I say the word pixel, I might be referring to one pixel on the TV, or I might be referring to one square of the blown up image.
Which is like multiple pixels.
Which is multiple pixels.
Whoa, what? What was that? Why would I go back into the hole?
Yeah, that was weird.
Whoa.
That was a weird decision that you made. So, my point is that we need a word to describe what was once a single pixel blown up into a square of pixels. We need a new, but it's still
a scale pixel.
But it's still one like unit in the new image.
Right.
This image, which is
it's got 4 subpixels.
Yeah, this image, which is in 1080p.
Well, I don't know if it's 4. I don't think it is because it's not a true like.
Right, like if
it's
it was
not 1-to-1.
Yeah, if it was 720p, then it would be like exactly 3 times.
So why don't you do that?
Blown up, because then it would be we would see weird stuff.
What do you mean?
Oh, because then the TV would just be upscaling it up to 1080p.
Oh, anyway.
And that would introduce lag.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, actually, okay, what if I turn zoom off?
Phantasy Star 2? I have that.
Okay, this is with zoom off. As you can see, we see the entire 2 rows. This is still... Actually, this is still not 720p, though. So never mind. But as you can see, I do have it zoomed in a little bit. Because this way you see too much above and below, and it doesn't look right. I don't know, you tell me. I think this looks weird.
I've never played it. No, I have Phantasy Star 3. Not 2. It's 3. I'm looking at it right now. It's for Sega Genesis, too. I don't know if that game is also for another system, but it's... I have Phantasy Star 3 Sega Genesis. Woo! It's probably a... You can probably... I think any game is... Well, not any game.
Pretty much any game is streamable. Pretty much.
3 is the worst one.
Ah.
Well, I got it for free. There's a star up there. It's on the left one.
You don't really need it on the NES version though when none of the plants spawn.
Yeah, right here you only get one.
Yeah.
So all 3. Right here though is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks better. It only cuts off like 3 pixels.
It cuts off kind of what a CRT would cut off is why I do it.
Not, yeah, only on the top and bottom. Not on the sides. I mean, because it's the aspect ratio.
We got room on the sides.
Yeah.
Because, okay, the thing that bugs me really badly when it's not zoomed like this is that in Mario 3, you can jump up to where the Mario disappears.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really confusing. And so I just don't want stuff like that to happen, you know?
Yeah. I can still PB. And by that I mean die 2 times. Which as far as I know is a PB because I haven't been keeping track. I'm not sure if I've ever only died once or twice. I'm not sure if I've never died or if I'm not sure if I've died 1 time. I usually don't keep track of that kind of thing. How many times I die. Every time I die. That's a band.
Yeah.
I remember I saw them one time and I did not think they were very good.
They're an emo band, right?
I don't remember.
They sound like it.
They do. But I also saw this band, Life of Agony, and thought they were bad, and then I heard them more recently, and they're probably pretty good. So, I don't know.
Oh!
They played the Clockwork Orange music before they came out, music from it, but I think we've talked about this. You like that movie? Because I don't really like it. I think it's boring, and...
I've only seen it once.
Okay.
And I thought it was good. There are parts of that movie that are extremely uncomfortable, though.
Right. Maybe that's why I don't like it.
Like, I'm really, surprised that movie is, like, it like, exists. Well, just, like, exists because, and, like, people know about it because, I don't know, it's so weird. I'm Mario. Omega, when we're talking about, like, good and bad movies, comedies are kind of a weird thing in that, like, rarely is a comedy a genuinely good movie. Unless you're just rating it based on its comedic value, in which case, yes, Jackass is excellent.
This is awful.
Yeah, I saw Clockwork Orange a long time ago, and I really, really liked it. But when I think...
Well, you're in 7-1? Kicking my ass now. My run's falling apart. Yeah, I didn't really like it. It was alright, but like... I guess it was so hyped and like held on this pedestal that when I finally saw it... I don't know, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It's funny that, like, I've seen...
It looks really stupid when they're driving.
I've seen that movie with so Malcolm McDowell is the main guy in that.
Yeah.
And everything else that he's in, he looks exactly the same, but he's like
He's
way
like,
older.
Like 100.
Yeah. And that's everything else I've seen him in, he's looked like that. Like 100 years old. I told you, Ghost, I'm Mario!
Yeah, I'm Luigi. I just jumped into a pit.
Asking questions and then not listening to the answer.
It looks like one of your legs is still and the other leg is just like spazzing out.
Whoops. Yeah, it does. I was looking at my fucking feet.
Have you seen in Mario 2 FDS where you can get the flag underwater?
Come on, Blue.
He was going all the way for you. He traveled the far. What? Because we're not getting lives.
We're not getting lives.
We need to play again and get the lives. Because it doesn't matter. It's not like wasting time.
It's fun to get
Plus,
the coins
it's fun to get
in
the
the 3 levels. I thought that if we were gonna play through purposefully trying not to die, we wouldn't need the lives.
Me too. Mario's a hard game.
It's a hard game.
Here's a music glitch here if you...
Let me try that again. It's kind of like that. The song, it has a swing, it's swinging.
Yeah, it swings. That might be really annoying. I should keep doing it. Oh, Luigi, what are you doing? Get off up there. I hate this setup.
5 sprite limit sounds like too few.
It does sound like very few.
Because like right there were 3 fire bars, 2 Potaboos, Mario, and a power-up.
Ooh. What do you think you're doing?
Maybe it's on... I'm just getting my controller.
Yeah, I'm on my last guy.
Is it like 5... Is it a limit of 5 sprites per line? Like, I know that there's a greater maximum than that at some point.
Alright, we're gonna beat this game this time. Both of us are.
Yep. We're both beaten.
We're done playing around. Now time to play around with some Mario Bros.
Whoops. Have you heard the Smooth McGroove song, I don't play games when I play games?
No. 8 sprites per scanline? That sounds like too many. It's gotta be between 6 and 7.
Well, I have heard 8. I think I've heard 8 sprites per scan line, and well yeah. Anyway, the thing is also I think there's sprites on the left side, blue sprites covering up the exit loading seam or something. That might only be on games that do the thing though, have a loading seam. So
right.
I don't think this one does that. But I think like Mario 3 has sprites on the left side covering up the things loading out.
Right. But nothing on the
But
right.
not on the right, yeah. Because that would be just one less sprite to put on the screen, you know?
Yeah. Are you trying to Andrew G? Have you ever watched that?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I should.
I don't know, it's just cool.
You told me to watch it, and I thought, oh, great, I will. And then you didn't give me a link, so I didn't...
Oh.
I was expecting you to give me a link.
Okay. I would just go to Twitch and then go to highlights and look for minus world record.
It's probably on YouTube also. Okay, yeah, that one, you can jump straight to that one.
Well, you lost 3 Mario seconds. Ooh, turkey burgers sound good again.
Turkey burgers again! I wanted to do Rafa Malik voice one day, and I couldn't remember exactly how it went.
How could you forget?
I remember parts of it. Particularly, I remember the screaming.
Oh yeah, when like one of them died and they were both yelling.
But our princess is in another castle! I thought that was the best part of the Tactics playthrough. The emergent joke of how they only screamed. They only really got crazy when they were both around. Because it was like we were doing the voice crazy, and they didn't have any scenes where they weren't together for a while, you know?
Yeah.
And by the time we got to a scene where it was just one of them, we were like tired of doing the screaming, so they kind of toned it down a little bit.
But then
when the other one came in, they were like yelling again.
Yeah.
And then that just became the thing. I don't like turkey? I never said that! I never said that!
What do you mean?
What do you mean I don't like turkey? Nah, we're joking.
What do you mean I don't like turkey?
I
Eat it every day.
No, I don't like white meat. I love dark meat turkey. Love it.
It's not two different birds.
There's
white and dark meat on one turkey.
Right.
Okay.
So I very much like turkey. I just don't like white meat.
It's like the legs are dark, the thighs,
I think.
and the breasts are white meat.
And then
I
the
think.
wings are
The
something,
wings are-
and the legs are something.
I don't know, cause when I get chicken sticks from Lee's Kitchen, some of the meat is dark. So chickens have it too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sound. I just thought about it. Went. Oh yeah, duh. It's like this. It's like a bird. It's turkey-like.
Chickens and turkeys both have.
Looks more like a 6-foot turkey. And then that guy tells you how much he knows about raptors, and like, wow, this guy knows a lot about raptors. And then that baby raptor's born, and he's like, what dinosaur is this?
What are you talking about?
Jurassic
Park? Oh, I've never seen that movie.
You shitting me?
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
It's awesome.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like telling that kid all about raptors scaring him, and then a baby raptor's born, he's like, what kind of dinosaur is this? What kind of dinosaur is this? It's a raptor, you fucking idiot. I thought you knew all about him.
It's got a really good theme song.
Yeah, it's like Super John Williams.
Yeah. Is Jurassic Park Lucasfilms?
No, but John Williams is a music.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It sounds like it.
Is it a Disney property?
No, what was it? It's not Disney. I guess I don't know.
Okay. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised that it's not a Disney property. Yeah, they could make a Kingdom Hearts level where you go to Jurassic Park.
They have to purchase it now. I guess. So you think they've made money? You know what? That's a ridiculous question. The answer is yes. That they've already recouped their spending on buying the rights to Star Wars. They've recouped their billions already by you know they got it back with Angry Birds Star Wars. I think I texted you a picture of that when I saw that. And I said, "This is the beginning of the onslaught of stupid Star Wars tie-in shit."
Right. Like
the next week I saw Angry Birds Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm like, here it is. Here's the beginning.
You thought that Star Wars marketing was and Star Wars tie-in bullshit was bad before. Now Disney owns it.
Yeah. When is the next KH game? Oh my god, they're gonna have a lightsaber Keyblade.
Oh,
and everyone's gonna be jizzing their jeans.
You're right. The next Kingdom Hearts game. I don't know. Do you think they'll go to Star Wars in the next Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah.
Or do you think that Square has more integrity than to... No, never mind. There was a Tron level in one of them. So...
Really?
Never mind.
Boneless meat is better even though it costs more. I like the bones. I like the bones in the meat. They give it bone flavor.
Yeah, I like to eat meat off of bones.
There's a reason that
Boneless
you
stuff?
put ham bone in your soup when you make it. You get that marrow flavor. Delicious bone flavor.
Well, also, like, I feel like boneless meat is always drier than boned meat.
I want to taste the bone.
Again, I'm all about a nice, moist meat.
The bone makes the meat moist.
Or when you debone it, you lose some moisture. I don't know how. I don't know really about the meat making process, but it sure seems like the deboning process, or the boning process, you know, depending on how the English language works in this particular case.
Yeah.
Loses some moisture.
What are you doing, Victor? Get back to boning them chickens!
I don't know. I think that...
Oh, you interpreted it wrong then.
I know a lot of people don't like the word moist, but I don't know. It's how I like my meat.
Our uncle Nick, who owns and operates a t-shirt printing press, a screen printer, printed a bunch of shirts that just said "moist" period, moist with a period, and he said he sold a shitload of them.
Funny.
And he said he just knew that people would buy them.
Yeah. Yeah, because moist is like the go-to. I hate the sound of that word.
Yeah.
Word.
If he printed shirts that said "thick," he'd sell even more.
With 2 C's.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. I mean, you'd sell so many of those shirts.
Yeah. Do you think he knows about that?
No.
About that word?
I was gonna tell him, but then I said, I'm gonna keep this under myself because I don't want these shirts to even exist. You wouldn't put a period on that one, though, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh!
That part gets you. 4-2 again. It's your nightmare level.
The thing is, like, I started duck jumping at it, and
I refuse to eat boneless steak.
there was a reason that I didn't duck jump that time.
I do eat boneless steak, I guess.
Yeah, I don't have bones in my steak, I guess. That's true.
It's like a T-bone. It's got like a T-bone. Or like a ribeye. Doesn't ribeye have like a...
I don't know.
Like a little bone in it?
I like bottom sirloin or top sirloin steaks the most.
Well, you don't like that middle sirloin?
I guess I've never heard...
Never had that mid-loin.
Yeah.
Porterhouse. Okay, bone on New York Street. Oops. Do you know any good steakhouses, Evad, around this area? Or around the state?
Yeah, like, I know it's like the thing that...
I can't do that in this version.
I think some people, especially like meat enthusiasts, might think that it's overrated or overhyped, but the steak I got like some bottom sirloin or some top sirloin, I don't remember which one it was, from Fogo de Chao, and it was like the best meat I've ever eaten.
Outback is terrible. Timber Lodge? Timber Lodge Steakhouse. What's No Rules Just Right? Is that Outback? Outback Steakhouse, no rule just right.
There's a place around here that, like right around the corner here, that's a steakhouse.
I should have got all the coins now.
And I haven't been there yet. What up, Melon? You like vegan meat? I've never really had it.
Vegan meat? I read that tofu is like pressed bean curd. And it makes it sound really gross.
I do not like tofu.
I don't find it offensive.
I wish I liked it because, I don't know, it's neat, but I don't like it at all. It's like slimy.
Why does he always jump backwards? It is very slimy. Fuck you, Bowser. Well, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, I buy no-name brand steaks. I really like them.
I don't think we got our emote yet. Oops.
Yeah, you know...
That lagged out the game.
Let me check if there's like if I have like an email that says it was declined or something. Because it's taken for fucking ever.
I can't do 2-1 anymore. I mean, I can't not bonk on those two things. Oh, you have a lot of emails.
This is the SRB show email address.
Oh.
SRBshow@gmail.com. Don't email it. I don't read them. It's just filled up with messages saying that my exports to YouTube have been either successful or not successful, depending on whether they were successful or not. Okay, let's go to the Twitch page and go, okay, settings, emoticons, pending.
We can also change our, what was that, Futaba?
This little Futaba. She's going, whoa.
Oh. Looks pretty good.
Ugh. Kowalski steak is good? I've never heard of that.
Okay, Kowalski.
I was gonna say Kowalski sounds really familiar.
There's that Ren and Stimpy's episode where they have Kowalski. They're like taking care of the. It's like their adopted baby, but it's like a fully grown, tough inmate.
Okay.
But he doesn't really talk. It's pretty funny. Meat. One meat on meat.
Everyone switched to choice when all the cows went to grass-fed because you don't get the same marbling. Now,
Really?
I know the marbling is very important. Alright, so I really like the restaurant Famous Dave's. Like, if you ask me my favorite restaurant, I'm not gonna, instead of telling you some, like, single independent place where there's one of them and it's family owned or whatever. No one cares about that. Someone wants to know a restaurant that they can go to.
I was trying to do the trick. Alright, maybe I won't go for Small Fire this round. Because I'm already in 3-1 without it. I tried to jump quickly behind him instead of slow down for a million years like I normally do. And I hit the X.
So if you ask me what my favorite restaurant is, for the sake of brevity, I would simply tell you Famous Dave's.
Fucking dog fuck.
However...
Fuck! I was only trying not to die. And then I died. And it was troubling. It's troubling to say the least.
However, when I go to Famous Dave's, I like to get the brisket, right?
I'm very upset with that death.
But there was a time recently where I got the brisket a couple times, and both times it was like really dry, and there was no fat on it, so it was like didn't taste as good, and it was super dry. And it's too bad that somebody isn't that person that told me I'm obsessed with tone isn't here to tell me that I'm obsessed with the moisture of meat. But it's very important.
Well, you're obsessed with tone?
Because I'm always complaining about the tone of games or movies.
That's the most important thing.
Alright, anyway.
It's like, you're obsessed with plot.
Right.
It's like, well, if the plot sucks, then the movie sucks. You have to have a good plot.
So Famous Dave's, like a couple times in a row, the meat was not fatty enough for me.
So we've each had one death.
And not moist enough for me. And I actually asked the manager about it, and he said that Minnesotans tend to prefer leaner meat. And so in the Minnesota area, they were ordering leaner cuts for their brisket. Well, actually, okay, I did not ask the owner about it. What happened was that happened a couple times. Then one time I went, I got the brisket, and it was delicious. It was like nice and exactly like I like it with a good amount of fat on it. And the manager came up to me and asked me, how did you like the brisket? And I said, oh man, it's way better than it's been recently. And he said, really? Because it's more fatty. And we're testing it because generally it seems like Minnesotans like leaner meat. But we're testing a fattier one, and so he's asking everybody how they like it, you know?
Okay.
And I was like, well, keep the fattier stuff. So anyway, that's the story.
Oh wow, that was a weird coup. Yeah, all Minnesotans like lean briefs. Oh, you got me last time, you son of a bitch.
We have conceal and carry permits, but smoking bans? Are there states that don't have smoking bans?
Yeah. You can smoke in Missouri inside.
Weird. Like, I'm Minnesotan, and so that's just like, I've never even considered it being different anywhere else.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Minnesota's weird like that. We're not liberal or conservative. It seems pretty liberal, you'd think, but then some stuff, yeah, is just totally whack.
Now, the thing about smoking bans is, like, I know that it's for, like, public places. Is there a law against you smoking inside your own house?
No.
Okay. Just making sure that that's not what it means, because I don't know.
I think I don't think you can smoke in your car if you have kids in your car.
Okay.
I think that's a law.
I mean, I don't know. That kind of stuff's like, it's fine, I guess.
I don't know. I don't think that should be a law. It's like saying you can't. It's like saying it's illegal to smoke if you're pregnant. Which I don't think you should be, but I don't think it should be a law that you can't.
Yeah, I don't know.
If I was pregnant, I would not smoke.
Is it still a law in Minnesota that you can't sleep naked?
I don't know.
I remember learning that was literally a law in Minnesota. It was illegal to sleep naked.
I'm gonna call the feds on you. If it is closed in house smoking, if you want to sell it. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Just look at my yellow ass ceiling.
Do you also have to disclose if you owned a pet, like a dog? I feel
Do
like
you have to disclose if you've slept naked in your bed?
I feel like if you had like a big dog, I would be more concerned about that than if the person smoked. If I was buying a house. If I had the choice between two houses that were exactly the same for the exact same price, but one of them the previous owner smoked and the other one the previous owner owned a big dog, I would go for the smoker house.
What about
in a second?
Would you rather lose one of your legs or both of your... Wait. One of your arms or both of your legs?
I don't know.
So you could have both legs and one arm, or both arms, no legs.
I think I'd go for take the legs.
No way! You couldn't play video games. You'd have no arms.
No, I'm saying take my legs away from me.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Get them legs. I don't want to jog anyway.
Get these legs out of here.
Get these stupid
now
legs.
people will feel
Army
bad
of the
for me.
damned, prepare to board heaven.
Whoa!
Reanimation, thanks for the subscription.
Yes.
Welcome to the Army of the Damned.
I apologize that our emote is not yet available. I submitted our emote 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and it's still not available.
Ah, I missed it.
But whatever. I mean, they got a lot of emotes to get through, but it's like, you know what? They got a lot of single emotes to get through. Franker Faces accepted my 5-2 fuck you in like a second.
What?
Would you rather lose one of your arms or both of your penises?
My 4-2s have been rough.
But I don't know, if you lost one of your arms, you could still play video games. That guy half coordinated speed runs with one hand. He opened up GDQ this year with Nier Automata.
With one hand?
A tomato. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep, the very first run was that guy speed running with one hand.
How did he play?
He plays with one hand. He has a Xbox controller and he just plays with one hand.
Wow.
Like it's impressive. He like uses just like the one analog stick just like up on his palm, you know, and just like uses his hand to do that, and then can use the triggers with his fingers and like the face buttons and the analog stick.
Wow,
with
he
his
taught himself
thumb.
how to play with one hand and then chose to play Nier Automata.
Yeah, well, I mean, he gave a very heartfelt speech at the end, thanking Platinum Games for making the game accessible to people who can't necessarily play video games like how other people can. Also, thank you for that big purple triangle animation.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, we're not getting deathless runs, but I'm having a good time playing Mario anyway.
Yeah, I died twice. Oh, am I not getting the... I don't think I've been getting the power-ups. The lives.
I haven't been getting the coins.
Like, I think I missed a couple coins in Dash 3 and dismissed it, which I shouldn't be doing, you know? But let's find out. Oh, yeah, see?
Well, what was I gonna say? That...
Oh!
Oh, Cosmic has the world record in one-handed Mario Bros. He beat this game one-handed, but I mean the controller is like it's a lot simpler.
The streamer Rock Lee Smile, best known for his
I've heard the name.
He's the other host of the Northern Lion live stream
Oh,
show.
okay, yeah, I've heard the name.
He beat Super Meat Boy with his feet.
Oh wow.
It's on YouTube. If you're interested,
Is there
look
foot
up.
cam the whole time?
Yep. Look up.
That's part of the one-handed Mario rules. You have to have a controller cam the whole
Oh
time.
yeah.
I mean, one time my friend and I were playing Tony Hawk 2 with our feet on the 64, and we were doing surprisingly well with our feet.
Well, it's called Super Feet Boy, just in case you were concerned that it might not be called that.
Okay.
Don't worry, it is.
Okay. How hard it would be not to have any arm? Oh, no, you'd have one arm. In my scenario.
Oh my gosh, I almost did the thing again. Oh, I tried to fireball that. I tried to shoot a bullet bill with a fireball.
In my scenario, you would have one arm. So you chose the way where you lose two things.
Yeah, but I just think that the arms are more important than the
What if you
the
couldn't
legs.
sit on a toilet seat correctly because you didn't have enough, so you go right into it? Like you didn't have
That would be-
anything to balance on the rim with.
It would be a problem.
That's how much of your legs are missing.
It would be an issue for sure.
You don't even have any nubs.
You would be constantly sitting on your tailbone.
You know what? You would look like an action figure with its legs taken off, where it's like you'd have like
the pelvis,
like
the like underwear shaped pelvis.
Yeah, that's what you'd have. You'd put underwear on and you wouldn't see any skin. You'd put briefs on. There'd be no way to sit on a toilet seat. You'd have to have like a swing with like.
And you're.
You'd have to like put like a harness on and just suspend your body over the toilet.
Okay, well there you solved
That
it. though.
sounds fun now.
You solved
I
it.
want one. I want one.
Get these legs out of here.
Yeah, chop my legs off.
I want the suspension toilet. And
It's
I want
like-
people
like
to
when-
feel bad for me when they see that I have
Like
to use
when
it.
when Bart and Lisa are like trying to get out of chores and like, well, chop my hands off. Well, then who'll chop my hands off? All right, you chop my hands halfway off.
Oh! Okay, it wasn't a death. It was not catastrophic.
Work was hard, so we quit. What? Hard work made us quit. It's funny when Lisa's like that. When Lisa's a kid. Those are like the funniest episodes. When Lisa's acting like a kid. When her and Bart are
Right.
both being kids together. Those
Yeah.
are like the funniest.
Yeah, Lisa's character definitely became, like, the only adult in the family. I mean, Marge is, like, an adult, but she's, like, a mom.
Yeah.
Lisa was, like, she's the one who's, like, involved in political issues and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been doing great. I have something to show you in 3 seconds. Oh, wait. It'll have to wait until I die, because in this game we don't take turns.
Look at that bobblehead go.
This one?
He's slightly bobbling.
Yeah, it's because one of my legs I can't stop moving, and my other leg is up against the desk.
No, you got restless leg syndrome.
My legs move a lot.
Someone told me that they thought that was bullshit.
Restless leg syndrome?
Yeah. I'm like, why? Why do you think that? You don't believe that
You've never met
people
somebody?
have restless legs? Because, like, a shitload of people have it.
Yeah. I always noticed Tony had it, like, really bad. Tony is just always moving his limbs and shit. Not even restless legs. Tony is just a restless human. He's always jittering.
Yes, RHS. RBS. Not SRB. RBS. Restless bowel syndrome. Wait, that's IBS.
Oh no!
What's irritable bowel syndrome exactly? Is it where your bowels get irritated? Like, what is that? Like, food makes you shit? Like, food
I don't know.
like you get diarrhea all the time?
That sounds probably pretty correct. Just based on the name, but not actually knowing anything. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
There's a new Best of the Worst. It's a new Wheel of the Worst.
Yeah, I haven't watched that for a long time. But it's still on my, menu. On my...
I don't think I can get this. I didn't sit grab. That's why I didn't get it.
Oh, I was gonna say, you can probably scroll the screen far enough to wedge your Mario.
Oh,
up
yeah.
into it. I don't know how well that works with just one block, though. You might need 2 blocks to get, like, pinched between the 2.
Well, it forces it into a sit grab, even if it's completely deployed.
Okay.
So we need to create like a glossary for Mario, in case you
Like
guys
a
don't
sick what a sick
what
grab
sit
is.
grabs are and jump buffers and frame rules.
Yeah, and Andrew G has one on his website. I'm tired of learning what judges were. Well, then Evad told me.
Oh, what I was gonna show you is, I built another PC, a second PC, so that I can have a streaming PC, so that this thing can focus on running OBS and chat, while that way my gaming PC is free to be anywhere in the house, not tethered up and locked down. Oh yeah, 5-2 fuck you, that's an important thing for the glossary.
Here it is right here.
Here it is right here, yeah.
That cannon just shoots you in the face. What am I doing right here? Oh my god.
It is a clone. How's it going, Burn My Eyes? It is a clone. If you don't know, it's the same case as my other PC, so they look the same. But they have different parts in them. The streaming PC has a slightly better processor, and the gaming PC has a significantly better graphics card.
Oh god, I got good bros.
What? Ah. You like stood up without jumping. Hey there, Pulgito. How are you, gentlemen? We were just talking about Zero Wing the other day. How are you, gentlemen? It's
Take off every zig.
It's what we were talking about is just that. Yeah.
Every line is funny.
Yes, the fact that people only ever say, "All your base are belong to us," but every single line in the cutscene is hilarious. Even it's
You have no chance to survive. Make your time.
The YouTube Jedites? I don't know what you're saying.
Those words don't make sense.
Is there a... Oh, I look like a YouTuber named Jedi. Okay.
Oh.
Mega, it's...
Stop.
It's somebody set up us the bomb. Somebody set up us the bomb.
Oh, is it? I thought it was how Mega wrote it. It's funnier. Somebody said up us the bomb.
Mm-hmm. I forgot take off every zig. That one's fun.
Alright, don't die here again.
Woo!
You can do it!
Woo! Pugito, thank you for that genuine follow. I specified genuine because you're here. It appears that you have followed.
You're a
We
real
Get
boy.
Signal! I forgot about We Get Signal
Oh, yeah,
also.
they're all good!
Every line. But yeah, you're a real follower who's here in the chat, and you appear to be following due to an perceived enjoyment of the stream, which I appreciate. Not like all these fucking mobile app follows that are like, eh, this person's not here. They're unlikely to ever be here. Twitch just followed us for them.
Ow, poop. What level are you on? 7-2?
I don't remember. I don't think I'm on World 7 yet.
I don't think you are. Maybe I'm remembering last game. Yeah, that auto follow thing. I just heard about that. I always do this wrong.
Oh.
Did it wrong. And it almost cost me my Luigi. Ah, come on. I might as well use the stupid thing now. I'm going to, because my shit's all fucked.
Mr. Destructiod. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think it follows the top streamer of the game at the time. Because, like, we're not getting very many right now, but we were for Mario Bros. That one time.
What was that? Just go.
Which I'm guessing was just the right time to be playing Mario Bros, you know, where no one else was playing it. And then because the other day I was watching Camel, and he was playing Doom, and he was the top Doom streamer at the time. And yeah, just rolling him in. Yeah, Zero Wing would be something that he would be interested in doing, sure.
Oh, I fell off the cannon. You're in 7-1.
Oh, I was on World 7.
Same level. Alright, we gotta pull this together.
Do I have only one Mario?
No, you've got 2 more.
Okay. God, let's not watch it, though.
There's nothing up there.
Yeah, it's over here. Come on! No!
Evad,
Yeah!
I ordered an AV Famicom yesterday. We will have AV Famicom action
I tried to do the bullet.
soon
bill
enough. It won't look quite as good as this though, because it's not modded. This is RGB modded. This NES. But it'll be AV, and we'll get to play the
And it'll go through the frame meister still.
Yeah, it'll still be upscaled, and I'm we'll probably get it modded eventually. But I'll probably get an FDS before I get it modded. It's got sound balance issues. Oh. Interesting. The 2 channels, it pans between them weirdly.
That's where I game overed before, that same blooper.
I think I've heard that in some people's streams. Yeah, one of them is really quiet. I've heard that too.
I wonder if that's...
Or that happens on Darbian was saying that he turned, he has to turn his game audio way up for the AV Famicom.
I wonder if if you were to get the system modded, if the modder could fix that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Added a lot of potential to being awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, 3 Luigis.
At least I got a life just before I died. Well, the original Famicom Ghost doesn't have AV on it. Right? That was the issue?
It has hardwired controllers.
But what was the issue with it?
Why
you
didn't I
don't
buy
want-
one?
Yeah. Well,
It has hardwired controllers.
okay.
I don't like that.
But it does have AV?
I don't know if it does or not.
Oh.
I didn't buy the top loader NES because it's RF only.
The thing about, well, so the thing about Flex buying a system versus me buying a system is that Flex doesn't have, like a FrameMeister setup in an HD TV, or doesn't prefer to play on that. If you're at home, you're using composite, and you don't want to use RF.
Ghost Rider, I think it's a little day class A, too. When someone says they just bought something to tell them, buy this other thing.
Yeah, that's true too.
A little gauche. Now you upset me so much I got killed by a cheap.
Right, you can't say get an original Famicom.
It's like I already ordered the other
because
one.
he already didn't. Okay. It's like that Louis C.K. bit. Okay, have you heard the Louis C.K. bit about the rental car?
No.
He's saying that, like, there was this one time that he had a rental car and he, like, didn't have time to return it before he got on the plane. Because he just did not have time.
Oh, yeah.
So he just goes to the
I have heard
airport
this,
in the
yeah.
rental car and calls the rental place and says, hey, your car is in the parking lot of this rental, or of this airport. If you can come, you gotta come pick it up. And they're like, you can't do that. You have to return it to the place. And he says, okay, but I already didn't do that, so you're going to have to, you have to come pick it up. Just the line, I already didn't do that, is just so funny. And then the bit goes on where he realizes, like, and I realized if I wanted to, I could do this every time.
Yeah.
I could just call the place and be like, your car is drifting down 1st Street towards 100. Better come get it. Just as soon as I don't want to be in the rental vehicle anymore, I can just get out
The
of
sound
it.
effects are all on a muted channel in MU. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna use emus. I don't need emus. I've got the real ostrich. I thought it would be an exciting thing to talk about, but you guys just are all negative AV Famicom.
I think it's gonna be fun to
The
have
regular Famicom has those weird controllers that you can't replace. That I don't like about it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's an exciting thing. Oh god, the sound's gonna be a little weird sometime. Who cares?
I'm not sure if the regular Famicom is RF only or not. It's the NES sound chip. Okay, I did not know that.
Remember, we're not dying, so we can jump up the 8 staircases
slowly.
one spot at a time. Here's what I think, Ghost Rider. I think that we're gonna get this AV Famicom, we're gonna play it, and we're gonna like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like it.
And
a
that's
lot.
that's all there is to it.
We ordered Super Mario Bros. Today for it, which has the sweet minus world.
It may or may not get modded at some point, but it just doesn't matter whether that happens or not.
If the sound is really bad on it, then I'll think of something to do, but I don't think it's gonna be much of an issue.
It's not gonna be unplayable. I'm gonna do my old setup.
Yeah, I really don't like the idea of the hardwired controllers. That's like a deal. That's a deal breaker.
I think it seems kind of fun.
Really?
Like it's just weird.
They look weird. Have you seen the controllers? They don't look. They don't look comfortable. They have like a ridge around the bottom.
Yeah.
It looks like the bottom plate is like bigger around all around.
Yeah.
It looks weird. I guess Fatal has one.
Ghost, what we're trying to say is that we don't care. We don't care that the audio might be a little weird.
If it's too weird, I will get it modded. But I think it'll be okay.
We're not looking for a solution to this problem that we have, because we don't have a problem right now. We bought a system, we're gonna play it, and we're gonna like it.
I also will get to play Mario 3 the hard version. Hard slow version.
Fucking
It's slow.
fuck!
It's slow because it has an additional level screen transition every level, and it's harder because when you get hit, you go all the way small.
I'm upset and tilting.
I wanted those $3. Whoa! That sucked me down like
Yeah,
a ton of bricks.
You bonked, so you were instantly at maximum Luigi down speed.
Hey, Becky.
How's it going, Becky?
Becky, you still can't change your name, huh? You're still locked in.
Yeah. So okay.
You can change your name every 30 days.
You can change your name every 30 days. However, when you change your name,
Oh, nice, Becky. Congratulations. That sounds awesome. Computer
Oh,
networking. That's right up Dash's alley. Not his ass.
if you need any
If you need a network,
tips or help with anything, I will be happy to assist.
that sounds cool.
Oh, that was the thing you wanted to talk about. Okay.
That was gonna jump. I knew
No.
it. They never all four don't jump. Here we go.
Man, there was this issue. Apparently, these people opened a ticket because they plugged in these 11 phones. 6 of them came up and 5 of them didn't. And they opened a ticket about it like a month ago. And apparently our ops guys have just been spinning in their office chairs, banging their heads with frying pans for the last month. Until the person came to me. I don't know how they got my name, but they came to me and they were like, "Can you look at this?" And I found the issue in 5 minutes.
Wow. What was the issue?
The issue was that the gateway for the phones, as in like the gateway for the phones has 2 DHCP servers defined, and one of them was wrong. So when it was load balancing out the DHCP requests from the phones, it sent half of them to the
a
working
non-existent?
one and half of them to a non-existent one.
Wow, was that the first thing you checked?
No, I went up the list, you know, like
Yeah, the protocol.
yeah. They gave me the MAC address, so I found the MAC address, and it was like, boom, here it is, and here's the port that it's on. So, I looked at the port. Yeah, the VLANs are correct. Awesome.
Why are you fighting this guy like this?
I don't know, because
All-Stars.
I'm upset. Thinking about...
Look at him, he's talking so much shit to you right now. Look at him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get under him.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you!
Oh,
He's like,
you got it.
fuck.
No, you won't. No, you won't. You're gonna get bumped. I'm getting Mario USA. Oh god, I'm on my last guy.
In a water level.
Yeah, don't talk about it. Oh god, in 7 too. This is a treacherous level. Better believe I'm getting all those coins in 7-3. Look at this guy, he's coming for me. My stair climbs have just been sloppy.
Oh, like I'm sloppy. I made them extra sloppy for you.
Adam Sandler.
I know. Adam Sandler has been coming up a lot lately. I made them extra sloppy
Ooh.
for you.
know how you kids like 'em sloppy. Lady, you're scaring us.
How'd the PC building go? Oh, not well, really. Well, it went pretty well. Like, the first try, when I plugged it in, it booted, you know? So, like, that's great. Because sometimes you put a PC together, and it doesn't do anything. And that sucks. That didn't happen. I got right into the motherboard BIOS. However, when I tried to install Windows, it was telling me that it was missing a driver. And, I tried all the easy fixes online. Like, there were all these people online saying that they get this issue and they just have to take out the USB drive and either put it back in or put it into a different port and try again, and it works. All these people saying that that works. And it didn't work. I also tried looking through like the XHCI settings for the USB on my motherboard, or just general motherboard USB configurations. None of that seemed to be the issue. So what I ended up doing is Boogie, the regular here on the channel at Super Retro Bros, sent me a link for Asus's specific tool for creating a bootable USB drive with for a Windows 7 install. So I re-downloaded my ISO, just in case that was corrupted, even though it wasn't because I already used it to install Windows on a different PC, but whatever. I re-downloaded the ISO, flashed it, put it on the flash drive using Asus's specific tool, put that in my PC, worked great. Everything's fine now. Oh, but then I had Windows on it, but like, you usually have to, and the issue that I'm about to say probably explains some of the issue I was having before also. Oh, speaking of Boogie, there he is!
Hello.
Boogie, that Asus installer, the easy installer thing, whatever, worked perfectly. Things up and running now. So yeah, thanks to Boogie, I got Windows installed. However, then I'm trying to install the LAN driver, and my PC won't recognize a USB flash drive, which is probably part of what the problem was before also. It just would not recognize a flash drive. Either one of the flash drives that I have on any port, they would not come up. Which is important because I need to get the LAN drivers onto the PC using a flash drive because it needs it, right? So what I had to do was take my solid state drive out of the PC and plug it into my other PC now that Windows is installed on it. Put the drivers onto the solid state drive and then put it back in this PC. Reboot it. Go to the drivers and install the LAN drivers that way. And from then on, it was all smooth sailing, of course. I was able to download the USB drivers, so USB is working fine. I was able to download all the other drivers too. So everything's good now. But yeah, the USB drivers turned out to be a very important thing. It's probably part of why it was so bad installing Windows. And it's probably why it didn't recognize the flash drives at first. And it's definitely why my mouse and keyboard were so shitty at first. Remember how I kept having weird mouse problems the first time when I was trying to boot it? And then also after Windows was installed, the mouse was just laggy as all fucking shit. The mouse was so bad. But then I installed USB drivers and everything was perfect. No, I haven't played Digital Devil Saga in a couple days. I have not beaten it yet. I think I'm on the last dungeon. But the game's going well. I keep going to play it and then also watching a Twitch stream and then getting caught up in the Twitch stream that I'm watching. Yeah, if I had a CD or DVD drive, it would have gone smoother, that's correct. Well, not really though, because I don't have a Windows...
How do people do this thing where you like...
I don't actually have a Windows 7 disk.
It's like a thing where you like stand under it and then you can just like jump right off of it. I don't know how to do it.
I'll be playing more at Yakuza soon, yes. Today would have been me streaming, cleaning up the studio. Like, taking all these cables out, putting in the new streaming PC,
But I'm here hindering progress.
and then recabling everything, which would have been a very exhilarating stream, I'm sure. But yeah, then Flex fucked it all up, coming over to play Mario Bros. Just can't get enough Mario Bros. Always coming over to play Mario Bros.
Ah. Oh, we beat the game finally.
Oh, burn all the drivers to a DVD? Yeah, if I had a DVD drive burner and a DVD drive for this new computer and blank DVDs, which I would have if I had a DVD burner, then yes, but I don't have any of those things, and I'm glad I don't have any of those things. Because now instead...
I gotta pee.
Instead, now, I just know several ways to fix this problem.
You know we're from Minnesota when we tell you about...
Oh yeah, we tell you that we're
going to pee right now.
I guess I'll just play some Mario Bros. Ghost Rider, you like everything, though. Like, I've never seen you tell me that the game that I was playing on the stream was stupid. Or that you weren't enjoying it. You seem to be happy no matter what I play. I don't know.
In this room?
Yeah. Yeah, there should be various rolls of toilet paper in the closet. Play No Man's Sky? Oh, yeah. It would be No Man's Stream. I have sandpaper? Like, literally sandpaper?
Oh, yes.
Or are you talking about sandpaper toilet paper?
This giant
Okay, yeah.
economy roll of sandpaper.
Yeah, No Man's Sky, man. That just... What a boring looking game. Boring under the Earth's surface. Boring. You always say that things are equivalent to each other, Ghost Rider, and I never understand the equivalency. Can you elaborate on how exactly No Man's Sky is similar to E.T.? Because I remember there was one time I questioned you, and then you explained it, and it made perfect sense. Oh no, I think I keep forgetting to get the lives, because I'm so used to not doing it now. Oh, that is just bad? I mean, I don't think No Man's Sky is as broken as E.T. is. At least not anymore. But, I mean, the only issues with it at first was that it crashed a lot. It wasn't, like, actually broken, right? It, like, ran poorly and crashed a lot. But E.T., isn't that game... I thought I heard that E.T. can actually be unplayable. Like, it very often soft locks itself. E.T. was also made in a matter of months, while No Man's Sky was made in a matter of years. Maybe this is the secret to firepower underwater. You just shoot the animals closer. You probably wouldn't soft lock on an emulator? I guess I don't know. I don't know why that would be. Oh, okay, so what now?
What?
I was just playing this while you were gone.
Oh, I don't know. We can play more Scheherazade.
I would enjoy that.
Let's do it.
Oh! Cheap. Oof. Oof. Alright.